You may be wondering how you can be successful in this class, in this course, Introduction to Philosophy. 3 things stand up before me as I think of this. The first is class attendance. Attendance is very important because this class, this course, is an interactive course. The primary source of your material is Angel software. There you will find the lecture notes, you will find video recordings, and you will find even a summary of your grades that is constantly on the site. As students ask questions in class during the lecture, we will go into those discussions right there on the spot. You're expected to learn from each of the questions asked. We're not going to create a new type of lecture just because we engage in discussion. All discussion is going to be turned around to make it an important part of the unit that's being taught. It is interactive, and the best way to learn it is to be there. And if you're not there, you could not have learned it. Philosophy is not mere memorization. It's very difficult to memorize a theory and go into class, go into a test, and take and be successful on a test. You need to understand it, and that is best achieved by your attendance. The second thing is reviewing the material. You have summary notes on the lectures that is posted on Angel. You should review those. You have videos on each of the units. You should review those videos, and if possible, review them before the lecture even begins. All right? And during the period, review them again. And certainly before you go test, you should review those videos. Those videos contain the major points that you need to understand in order to be successful in that unit. And last, and most important, is to discuss what you learn in class with classmates. Or both, actually, discuss with family members or friends. And this is a very tricky one, because this one is saying you go beyond the classroom. Philosophy can be very confusing, complicated. And you get over this complication by reviewing the material again and again. And one way to do it is to present what you understand about theory to a friend and say, what do you think of this? You know, this philosopher, Pythagoras, thought that the world is in constant change. You know, everything's in constant change, constant change. What do you think of that? And when you have these discussions with your friends, with your family members, with your loved ones, you will discover that when they ask questions, your attempt to understand them makes you draw onto what you already know. And when you return to the classroom, you know even more. I've had students who would sit down with their spouse and watch the videos and then have discussions over it. That one student who shared that with me, he made straight A's. And that was his main way of studying for the course. He came to the class, every class, sat there, discussed, but his main way of gathering information was to review the videos, understanding it, and coming forward and doing the test and doing well on it. You need to find your own way of being successful. I'm trying to provide in this course as many avenues of information to you so that you can be successful in your own way. You need to step forward, but these 3 elements always improve a student's grade. Number 1, class attendance. Number 2, review of the material that is on Angel. And number 3, discussing the material outside of the classroom.